Hey y'all, and welcome back to another episode here on the Stewart Farmstead at Crossing Creeks Farm. Today we are working the cows, which means that we're getting the entire herd up. This is all of our moms and all of our calves for 2025. Everyone is coming into the barn and is going to get run through our cattle chute system here. There's a scale on this one. There's the scale box, that yellow box. And then they're going to come into the head chute after we get their weight, and we're going to do an overall health check. Everybody's going to get a 10 cc's of cod liver oil in the mouth, or 10 milliliters, whichever you want to call it. We give cod liver oil. It's a high source of vitamin A, and a deficiency in vitamin A results in eye problems. This goes for us too, just so you know. And so this wards off pink eye for us. We have had great success with this, and so once a year we just like to give everyone some cod liver oil. We're also going to be looking over everybody, make sure nobody needs any deworming. We do use some herbal dewormers throughout the year, but if we see somebody really struggling with parasites, we will give some ivermectin. We have found a pure ivermectin for cattle that is an injectable. It's sub-Q, so it's just under the skin. It's not in the muscle. And because I don't like the pour-ons. Sorry if you're all about the pour-ons. They just, I don't know. And I'm not a big fan of the pour-ons. So, and a lot of times they have a lot of other ingredients in them. And this is just a pure ivermectin. We don't want anyone struggling, particularly going into winter. We don't want anyone feeling bad and being heavy, burdened down with parasites. Overall, we really don't see the need for much. Everybody's looking really good. Parasites are most abundant in the young of any mammals, including humans. So calves are much more susceptible to having parasites. So we definitely want to give all the calves a good look over, make sure they're looking good. So we only try to get the entire herd up once a year. We try really hard to not have to bring them in. They love being out in pasture and in rotation. They don't like being inside. They're built to be outside all year long. So we try to make this as quick as possible. But this morning, this is our first morning, first time to ever work the cows without Noah here. Noah is at school, and he can't miss any school because he's a dual enrollment student. And so he's at school this morning. Hopefully he'll be here. He should be back in the next couple hours, but we got to go ahead and get started for the day so that the herd can get back out. And so we're going to do this without him. So it's Shane and I, and Caleb is somewhere out there. Caleb's our gate guy. So Caleb goes down the alley, and he will help us. They're very loud. He will help us sort because we are going to go ahead and wean our bull calves. We're going to leave our heifer calves on for the winter, but our bull calves are huge this year. Like, they're as big as mom. And so we're going to go ahead and pull our bull calves because sometimes when they get too big, they can do more damage than good nursing mom that long. And we can usually see a really bad body conditioning score off of moms if the bull calves are on there too long. So we're going to go ahead and wean the bull calves right before winter so that we know those moms have some rest, and hopefully they're all pregnant. We are not preg checking this year. We may start preg checking next year. Normally we just kind of like let it, whatever happens, happens. But we might start preg checking next year. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But supposedly we're hopeful that they're all pregnant, and they're looking good. Conditions look good so far. So the moms know what to do. They're used to this annual health check. The calves, this will kind of be their first time in here. So working calves through a chute is not particularly fun because they don't know what to do or where to go. But we are hoping to get them in and out of here as quickly as possible. I'm currently standing on a pallet full of alfalfa bales so that you guys can get kind of a bird's eye view. Oh, look, there's Caleb. There he is. Climbing on the gate. It's usually where you can find him. So he's our gate guy, and he's going to be helping to separate getting the herd, the moms and the heifers back out, and then getting bull calves out and separated, and they'll go down to our steer group, our steer lot, until their DNA comes back. So the other thing we're doing today, this is our table that Shane and I stay up here and work and collect all the data that we need. So everybody's, all the calves are getting their second ear tag today. Everybody's getting a weight check. Everybody's getting cod liver oil. All the calves of this year are getting a DNA test. So we have a special gun. It's literally like an ear piercing. It's going to take a very small amount of cartilage from the ear, and we're going to send that off to the lab. That is going to be our genome testing. So it's going to give us like 17 different traits of the genetics that these calves have, and it's going to give us an overall average score. And that's very important to us as we prepare to sell off heifers for next year. We want the best and the healthiest getting sold back for breeding. We're also going to go ahead and check all of our bull calves on the genome testing to see if there's anyone that's scoring really high that deserves to stay a bull. Otherwise, the rest will get castrated and become a steer as soon as those DNA results get back. So we're not castrating those bull calves today. We'll have to get them up separate in another time once those results get back. So yeah, I think that's all we're doing today. It's a lot, it seems like, but yeah, it's always a fun day. It can be a long day. I can't video during, but maybe somebody else can come out here and video in a little bit. We can get you some shots of us doing some stuff. But yeah, that's what's happened today. He's like, get off the video now and let's come work. That's his sign of it's time to go work. So we're gonna go work these cows, and we'll get back to you guys in a minute. Look who finally came to work. Our assistant farm manager. I'm just kidding. How was school?
Good.
Was good?
Yeah.
All right, well, I don't think we're halfway through, so jump on in here. These calves are not wanting to go in the chute.
Okay.
Thank you. So I got a little calf in here. She's turned around, so we're gonna turn around. This identifies the button in her one ear, so we can figure out which ear tag she needs. She got that button when she was born. We're probably gonna change away from this system at some point, but it's currently what we use. So I will scan her. And it tells me that she's F20. So Shane's going to check to see what she is. I'm calling her her, but it could be a boy. I don't know. I think it's a boy. It's a boy. It's a boy. So I get his ear tag ready for Shane. It goes in the gun like this. He puts that in. And then I already have a DNA sample loaded. I will use this and then show you how I reload it. All right, we look so sad. We're really fun. So we got our ear tag. I'm just gonna come over here or over here, either one. I'm gonna feel to make sure I don't hit a vein. I wanna hit a vein. And then I just simply put this in, and that's how easy that is. So we got the sample. I pull them apart to get the sample out and discard that. I rotate this out. And this is the sample. There's a just tiny little piece of tissue in there with a preservative. It does not have to be refrigerated to ship, which is great. I'm gonna make sure that I write down who that was. We said F20. And it's a bull. So I'm gonna write B for bull for the lab, so that they know and have a record of all of our stuff. And then I go ahead and load my next one. And it just loads like this. I twist it into place. I cock the handle. And this can be thrown away. And it's ready for the next one. So this calf, we're gonna go ahead and give it some ivermectin. It weighed about 330 pounds. So I'm gonna give it just over 3 millimeters here. I'm gonna give that to Shane. He's gonna give it just past the shoulder. empty my drencher. We use a drencher for the cod liver oil. This is a Norwegian cod liver oil that we get off of Amazon. And we're giving about 10. And I will switch out the needle on the syringe. Whoops, no I won't. I'm all slippery from cod liver oil. And so that we're ready for the next one. And our little heifer is done. Or bull. I keep calling it a heifer. It is a bull. It's a bull.
Bull going out.
And I just make sure I have all my notes here. So this was F20, B for bull, and I have the weight down, and I know what we did. And now we're ready for the next one, which is actually not a calf, it's a cow. One of our mamas, so we're gonna get her in here and do an overall health check on her. What are you doing, Caleb, out here?
Putting the moms in here and the bulls, calves over there.
Gotcha. You did a good job.
Thank you.